StockPulse Newsroom, we're talking blue sky uranium today. Blue sky trades as BSK, Toronto Venture Exchange, BKUCF, OTC markets in the States. As they're in the news with some final results from the Ivana Deposit Drilling Program. They're at the Amarillo Grande Project in Argentina. To run through those final results, I've got the CEO, Cacos. Nico, I appreciate you taking the time. Obviously, the last drill results here are kind of important, so some interesting ones too. I want you to run through the highlights here for investors.
Absolutely. No, we put out some great results this morning, really giving potential to both upgrade the quality of our resource at the Ivana deposit and to potentially expand it. I mean, the Ivana deposit sits at just under 23 million pounds of uranium and 11.5 million pounds of vanadium. It sits within this enormous uranium vanadium district that we have discovered in Argentina. It's over 145 kilometers in length, and this entire district has the potential to rank amongst the largest uranium districts in the world with some of the lowest operating costs. Now, down in the southeast corner of this district is where we've discovered the Ivana deposit, and we did a preliminary economic assessment, and we're able to come up with some very good numbers just a couple of 2-3 years ago. But today we announced the results of a drill program that we had undertaken, and it had a twofold objective. Objective number one was to go in between and see if we can tighten up the spacing, between one hole and another, so we have not just better confidence in it, but also upgrade the quality of the resource. And I'm pleased to say that with the results that we put out today, our resource held up very well, and I think some of the numbers actually came up higher than what we expected. So there is potential there to increase the size and the grade of the resource. The second objective was, let's step out of what we defined before, and does this deposit have the potential to expand? And the results that we put out shows that this deposit has significant potential to expand. So we're going to undertake a resource calculation as the next step here, and see if we can put together not just a higher quality resource, but also a larger resource. And I think that makes for a very exciting story for Blue Sky. Very exciting development.
Yeah, obviously uranium, kind of a big deal right now. Making something bigger here. Yeah, let's kind of run through what that looks like here.
Well, uranium. The demand for uranium is amazing right now. 10 years ago there was almost no demand whatsoever. We've seen a great run. The price of uranium has gone from just 2-3 years ago of $20, under $20. Now it's around 50. It's over $50 a pound. But what we're seeing is newfound demand from around the world, from nuclear reactors that are being built, and nuclear reactors that are existing, and their lifespan is being extended. And the reason for that is there is no other form of energy today that is carbon free and that is safe, secure, and as reliable as uranium is for providing baseload power. And I think the world has come to terms with that, and we're seeing as we're seeing more demand for these nuclear reactors to being built, the demand for uranium it continues to go up. And there's a second aspect here, as traditionally almost half of the world, so actually more than half of the world's uranium used to come from former Soviet states like Kazakhstan and Russia. Given the current geopolitical situation, there's a real urgency to source uranium from safer jurisdictions, and with us being located in Argentina, and basically the backyard of the United States and North America, I think this puts us in a very, very favorable position.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute here. I've read the same numbers you have, but I don't think we could possibly keep up with demand. That puts a company like Blue Sky, and again, the name itself, Blue Sky, there's a lot of blue sky there. So how big can this be, and how excited are you for this new demand?
Well, this demand can continue to grow. I mean, you can't just flick a switch and find uranium. It takes years to discover it and then to move it and put it into production. The nice thing about Argentina is there's a long-standing history about that country actually being a nuclear country, being involved in the uranium business since almost as long as the United States has. So All the regulations, the rules for how to handle radioactive materials are already in place. We don't have to sit and wait for these to be debated through the legislative process and be enacted into law. So it's already there. So this allows us to, at some point, as we move our project towards development, it will allow us to really fast track it towards production. And I think that's really exciting. And then, because you can't find a lot of new uranium, I think as the demand increases, I not just me, but those whose jobs is to predict the price of uranium are predicting really lofty prices for the price of uranium in the future. So again, a great situation to be in with a discovery like what we have in Argentina.
Yeah. So I guess before I let you go here, give us next steps here, Nico.
Next steps here is to do a new resource calculation and then move this project towards pre-feasibility study, and concurrently to continue with our drill program in the surrounding area to see, can we find another Ivana, 2 Ivanas, to continue to grow this, because there's a lot of potential in this 145 kilometer district. And with this district sharing a lot of similarities with some of the largest districts in the world, like we see in Kazakhstan, this has potential to grow multifold over the years.
Okay. Well, appreciate the update. We'll certainly look forward to checking back in when you have some more news for the market. Nico Cacos, he's the CEO of Blue Sky Uranium, BSK, Toronto Venture Exchange, BKUCF, OTC markets in the States. Again, Nico, thanks for the time. Look forward to checking back in when you hit the wire again.
Likewise, pleasure as well. Thank you.